Welcome to the Zoologist Campfire, the podcast where animal professionals share their best, funniest, and most epic stories. Gathered with me around the campfire today are Luisa Santos and Michael Sanderson of Ateles Films. Anna and Michael are wildlife filmmakers who have traveled to over 50 countries, hiding for days in little huts or dangling high in the trees among the monkeys. And then they bring back incredible nature footage for us to enjoy. So I really recommend going to their website or their YouTube channel to see some of it, including some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff. But you may have actually already seen their work, for instance, on the BBC Planet Earth series, on National Geographic, or in their own productions that were aired in several countries. So, Anna and Michael, welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, thank you.
Well, before we get into your stories, can I just ask you how you came to be wildlife filmmakers? I'm sure many people think it's a dream job, and they would love to know how you got there.
Well, that's a long story, but we'll keep it short. But basically, so we started our own company in 2013. And so since then, we've been working as Ateles Films together as filmmakers.
Yeah.
And we've been producing for more than almost 10 years.
Together, almost 10 years.
Yeah, wildlife films for various channels and programs. It's
So basically, I have a engineering background. Michael as well, different kinds of engineering, and in 2014 we decided to join forces because Michael needs help and to create something, and I also was looking for something more challenging, and so we decided to work together. And since then we had been working with several species, several documentaries. I can give you just a few examples. For example, with barred macaques, with spider monkeys, with different kinds of birds, with lammergeiers, with
and I loved your documentary on the foxes in the Netherlands as well. That was really cool. Yeah.
Foxes, Fox is always a very intriguing and very interesting character for us. We learn a lot with them, and we learn about them. And
so we're not zoologists or biologists.
Yeah.
Our background is engineering, but as a filmmaker, that's also very important to have the technical background. But
I imagine,
production, we learn from zoologists that we work with, and then we connect their knowledge, their scientific knowledge, and their to be shown to the public in a way that they can understand it as well.
And just everything that we film, we do a lot of research about when we are making a production, and so sometimes we are lucky enough to be able to film more than what we research about, and so it's always important for us to fact check. And so when you see something, you say, okay, what it was that, and we have to support of other people. And
that's kind of your bycatch then, and that you're not the topic animal, but then you see something else running around and you can
sometimes we can see new projects emerge in the backgrounds from we're focusing on, but
exactly.
Cool. Well, you've prepared a couple of stories for us today, I think. You said the first one might be about bears, which is a topic close to my heart as well.
Yes. Yeah. Bears.
So, where were you? What were you doing there? You were chasing bears for some reason.
Yeah. So basically, this story is about our nice adventure in Europe, Eastern Europe, in the summer season. But it's important to say that we went to this location in different seasons. So we pretty much we knew how it was in the winter with a lot of snow, with rain, and then we were there for the summer. And so basically, we went to this place a few times, but in one specific day we received a call. So which call it was that?
Well, we got a phone call to say that there was something interesting had happened in the mountains, and that maybe it was interesting for us to come and have a look with our kit. And so what happened was that there was a lightning strike that hit a flock of sheep in the mountains.
Wow.
And so this information trickled down from the shepherd who said that my sheep had been killed by lightning. And it created a lot of food for some of the large carnivores that live in the region.
Yeah.
And so then it was worth for us to come and have a look and see if we can film some of them whilst they were chomping away on these carcasses that were left behind, of course, in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah. So
wow. Yeah.
In our last trips, we were really chasing these animals. We really need to see them. Always.
And it was difficult. It wasn't like a place where they were fed or something, and that there was like a hide or something that you go to. This was in an area that had never really been filmed before.
Exactly, and it was in the mountains. But the thing is, our source told us that for sure we will be able to see these animals in action.
Okay.
And by telephone they say, Dad, we know what it is. It's that the lightning happened. You only need to come, bring your equipment. It will be possible. It's
perfect.
Or let's. We literally bought the flight in the following hour, and then the next morning we arrive to this place. And so when we arrived there, we understood that.
We arrived at night though. Late at night, and so we would camp down at the bottom of the valley.
Yeah. And
then they said like, hey, at 6 a.m. we'll get up. And it would take how long? It would take. They said
that it will take 1 hour to go to this place.
Yeah.
And
Convenient.
1 hour. So as like normal filmmakers, we just thought, okay, that it was more Michael that thought, let's take all the equipment, let's take everything. And say everything is it's just 1 hour walking. It cannot be that difficult. Sure, okay. I never agreed with that much, but sure, let's do it. So basically, we were in this camping, and in the morning, camping. It was camping.
A tent.
It was something very basic. But in the morning, in sunrise, I remember that I opened the tent and I look outside, and I saw an animal that should not be there, I thought. And this animal, it was a donkey.
Donkey.
Okay, not too dangerous yet.
No.
Standing outside your tent.
Standing outside, and I thought, okay, that is interesting. And actually, I thought this is interesting. I really love them. So wow. And so I asked, so, but do you need him? Yeah. You're gonna help us to carry the stuff to the where we need to go.
I thought, great. I'm gonna take everything because the dog.
Yeah.
But important detail is that we were trying to the idea, the goal, it was to film these animals.
Which animals? The brown bears.
The brown bears, yeah. So basically our guide even thought about to put wood. So he gave a bag. He put a big bag of wood on top of the donkey.
Yeah.
So we thought, this is kind of okay. So we have a little helper. And so this animal also gonna take wood, and say, no way, no, we cannot do that. We cannot do that, because if we're gonna make a fire, we're gonna everything gonna.
You scare away predators and large carnivores with fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess so. We decided maybe we're not gonna have cooked food.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe
next
not.
few days.
Yeah, and so basically, so we just decided what we're gonna take. We decided to take less stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we ask again to the guides. So, but where is the location? It's just there. It's just 1 hour. I say, okay. So let's start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was thinking, wow, this is a lottery, right? Because we had been last year, and now we're gonna see that 1 hour away. Wow, amazing.
It's also like we would arrive in the morning still, so maybe we could still see the bears whilst they have their morning routine, because once it gets midday,
exactly. So
they might be sleeping.
Exactly. So we starting our journey. It was maybe not even 8 o'clock, and great, 9 o'clock we're gonna be there. or earlier, something like that.
And this is a great opportunity for you because you spent already several visits there looking for these bears, which are extremely low density in the forest.
Yeah.
Very hard to see even a glimpse of them. And
Yeah.
this would be a sure thing.
It was exactly. So we are really talking wild animals, not used to people, not used to being fed, nothing. It was an idyllic situation for us. And so we starting to walk, and I saw the time passing, half an hour. I said, half an hour, great, that is good. And half an hour we're going to be there. But the thing is that half an hour we're going to be there, but we were still below the trees.
Tree line.
Fine. So, okay, so, all right. And then 1 hour passed, and we were always walking. And trust me, we have the help of this donkey that indeed has a few bags, but we also had a lot of bags. So actually, we were heavy. Everyone was heavy. Nobody there, it was comfortable. And so we keep walking and walking and walking. 1 hour passed, nothing. 2 hours passed, nothing. 3 hours passed, and I thought, 3 hours? What is going on? And I Michael, what is going on? I need to speak with them. Already the time is passing. And they look a little bit lost, like us.
Oh dear.
But we are not from there, so sure. And then, wait a minute. But then 4 hours passed, and we almost past the line tree, but we were okay, we have a problem. And then 5 hours passed, always walking. We are talking about always walking. We never stopped. And we finally reach the top of the mountain.
Well, just under the top.
Just upper. And I remember that the guides, obviously, we stopped to eat something.
No, it was funny because it was, okay, we're going to sit down and have lunch. I say, lunch? There for breakfast. And it's like,
and already
have lunch then.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's have lunch. And so we were getting a little bit nervous because it was so easy, and nothing. It was not like that. Okay, and so we starting to eat. We were eating, and suddenly I looked to the side, and I saw the shepherd man. He's starting to take the bags out of the donkey.
Yeah.
I thought, was sure that
he needs a rest.
He needs a rest. So nothing wrong. And he's starting to take the bags, and I keep looking, and then I see the animal looking away. He was walking away from us. I thought, what is going on? Oh my God! And what is leaving? And he said, he had enough. He had enough. He's tired.
Okay.
So okay, sure. So but where is this location? We don't know. We are looking for it. What?
You were not there yet.
No, we're not there yet. And the thing is that the donkey is he was going away.
He went downhill.
Downhill.
Oh, okay.
We asked the guides, okay, so
and now
is the donkey going to come back? I said, no, he's done. He's done for the day.
He's done.
So all the bags were like put on the floor at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mountain. It was quite a hill. And basically we were looking at each other going like,
and now.
Okay, so how are we going to carry all these bags? It's imagine a donkey full of, there's 4 of us, and a donkey carrying a lot of bags, just dumped it and left us behind. And we were like, fair enough, we were tired as well, so we understand this donkey.
Yeah, but he went back home.
He went back home. The thing is that in a way we learned that if the animals are tired, they are. And we humans, we need to do it, but they were tired. They reached. It was the poor animal. He reached his point of helping us. Yeah. And so and the problem is it was that we really didn't know if you were that far. Nobody knew.
But it was at this point that they also said to us, and they turned around honest to us, the guides, and say, "We don't know where it is.
We don't know.
We don't know where we're going."
After 5 hours of walking.
Yeah. I think what we realized is they were in the wrong valley.
Yeah, probably.
So then, okay, we looked at each other and we thought, okay, how are we going to solve this? And then we came up with a plan. Okay, well, we have to walk the rest on our own with all these bags that we can't carry all at the same time. So we had to do the system of taking one set of bags, like a couple of 100 meters, put it on the floor, walking all the way back, get the rest of the bags,
Going.
carrying it all the way again, and putting it down, and doing it in like little laps.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh, that's oh.
So it was take a lot longer.
The thing is that all this situation happened, we were in the top. We were really in the top of the hill. And so I really have in the memory that when I was walking with a lot of bags, just trying to put them in just to put them a few meters further, I looked down and I saw that if I fall, I will die. And nobody because it will be.
Well, no. We were together.
Together, they will find it, but you never know.
It was quite steep at that point.
Yeah, and so basically, and it was as well obviously that they admit that the lightning probably happened. At this point, we didn't know, but it happened. They also said that they didn't know when it happened. So
it was becoming clear that kind of. It wasn't yesterday or the day before. Maybe it was a bit longer ago, but that kind of later we.
Wow! So you jumped on the plane like the next day immediately, and then
because we really needed to film that. It was kind of important for us, but the thing is that in that moment we were kind of a little bit desperate because it's obviously a kind of investment, and so we thought, okay, maybe it was just a lost trip. The thing is that so we keep walking, and finally, one of the guides said, "It's here, it's here."
Hallelujah.
Okay, so basically we took in total from the bottom until the top 9 hours. It was around 9 hours.
9 hours.
9 hours.
We arrived to the spot that they thought it was the right spot. And it was interesting though. Actually, we arrived. So we went up this hill. The donkey left us. We were at the crest of the hill, reversed along this dodgy path, which wasn't a path. It was just like loose rocks, like doing like relays with our bags. Finally, we got to the location where the guide said, "This is it. Here it is. It's on the other. It's opposite. So it's not a very big valley. It should be over there on the other side." Okay, that's interesting. All right, let's just hide behind these bushes first, set up the camera, and then luckily the two guides, they went back to get the rest of the bags. Well, we had our cameras with us. We could already set up our long lens and see what was going on. And almost immediately, a bear appeared.
It
was wow. Well, that at least that. I mean, after 9 hours, when you're thinking it was one.
So we were super excited because we forgot that we walked 9 hours. But because we arrived, and so that was very important. And that we saw the bear, it was amazing, of course. And luckily the guides they could come back quite quickly with the rest of the bags. And then we stood there kind of behind this bush, filming to the other side of the hill. This beautiful bear jumping on a carcass, and later we actually on the screen we could see that this definitely wasn't 2 days ago. These carcasses were already quite old, but these bears were still coming back to this location. So we thought okay, great, we're going to set up camp. And once the bear was gone, we went down the hill a little bit and we found a nice spot to base ourselves. Built our tent there, and we set up not that far away from there. We set up our little tripod to wait for the bears again, and we actually got immediately that evening, because it was already evening. The sun was setting, so we got in the golden hours. We got some nice shots. It was quite a distance away, but it was really wild bears. It wasn't like these were not used to humans for sure.
And then we have our tent, and our guides, they left us there, and kind of concerned because
it was getting night now, I imagine, right? So
it was getting extremely dark, and we thought, okay, now we are here, we cannot go all the way down, no way. But because now they know exactly which location they could go easily down. It was just in circles. It was just way up. It was just in circles, and so basically, we indeed
took batteries down because we couldn't charge the batteries up there. They took our
of course.
And so basically, the next step it was, okay, now we need to sleep here, but we have bears around us. So is this safe? Is this safe? But one thing that it was important is that our food, it was protected. So because they put the food in a plastic bag. on a tree.
Yeah.
And, okay, at least the food is protected. We're gonna sleep here in a tent, but at least there will be food. And I think that in this moment we kind of we just didn't get concerned and just okay, let's just sleep, everything gonna be okay, we believe. And I was we fell asleep straight away, and in the next morning when I opened the tent, literally 50 centimeters from the tent, we found there a little present that the bear left. A kind of it was a dark present. That
message.
Massive, actually. It was big. And I'll look at the tree, the food is there. So actually, the food, it was protected. We are safe. And then here, so actually, they were not interested with us, and that I think that it was pretty nice.
So during the night, the bear came to your tent.
Yeah.
And did its thing in front of you?
Definitely.
Your tent. Wow.
Maybe we pitched the tent in their toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe, I don't know. Unfortunately, we didn't have any camera pointing to our tent because the cameras were in the other side trying to get the bears.
Yeah. Camera
traps, and so we don't know exactly what happened around us. But the thing is that sometimes you don't need to know.
No, exactly.
Also,
at least the bears were well fed. Do you think it would have been different if they didn't have the dead sheep there?
Never know, right?
We never know.
They were definitely not hungry because they've been having a feast on that mountain for a while now, and so we're probably not interesting.
No,
but it's interesting enough in the feces that was left as a message, you can see still a lot of berries. And
okay.
Lots of food, yeah.
So it wasn't only carnivorous meals.
Yeah.
Recently. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. And they're so huge when they're up close. I mean, I've had the pleasure of working with them in the zoo, and even from a distance as a visitor, you think, oh, they're not that big. But then when you get close, oh my God, they are huge.
Yeah.
These European bears. Yeah. Fantastic. And well, did the donkey ever come back to help you get down?
No.
Never saw the donkey again.
Never saw him. No. Definitely we learn a lesson.
The donkey was less patient with the guides than you are.
Definitely you was.
Probably.
Yes. Oh God.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was actually a great experience to film these wild animals. It's
yeah, but it just also shows, the how ready you have to be to jump on a plane when you hear a rumor from a shepherd. I mean, that's apparently the kind of thing you have to do to get these super rare special shots that we just, on a Saturday night or a Sunday night see on TV. It takes you a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. I love that. That's those behind the scenes stories. That's fantastic. And bears, always good. But that was in Europe, but you also went to, well, I said 50 countries, right? I think you have one story from Kenya that I have not heard from you yet, I think.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh.
This is also a nice story. It's in a way different from this one, the previous story. So basically, a few years ago, we had a little project, and we needed to go to Africa, to Kenya, to find these beautiful animals. So basically, the idea is that we spent a few days in the coastal area, and we wanted to go to a national park to film mainly elephants and buffalo and lions as well. And as well other species that we were lucky enough to find. And so basically it was not a last minute planned like
okay.
So it was more planned.
It was more planned. So we have everything planned, that we were in the coast, but we will go a little bit deeper in the country to the national park. And this national park was not. We were not sure. Obviously, we didn't know how long we will take to go there. but the truth is that to go there, the way to go, we took not more than
like 3.5
4 hours, even
Okay.
probably it was pretty fast
by car.
by car. So basically, we travel in this nice van. That when we saw it for the first time, we didn't believe that it was that nice or it was that much power. And so, and our guide, he was. I need to say that he was a very skilled driver.
Okay.
Even he definitely like to go fast.
And you took this van straight from the airport. So you planned your trip, you arrived, and then
We
got
would
it.
Like coast
on the
where our accommodation was, and from there we
will go.
we would also spend some move into the national park inland and film there.
Yeah, and so but the trip it was pretty smoothly because we noticed that he liked to go in shortcuts, that it was not always in the main road, right? We are talking about a different kind of infrastructures from Europe, right?
Sure.
And so we went the most part of the time we used this nice road, but sometimes if they were a light in a way, he thought, nah, I will not gonna wait, and he just took the shortcut.
Yeah,
and
he knew his way around.
he knew this way.
Yeah.
He knew what to do. Perfect guy. Okay, so we arrived to this national park. We filmed everything that we needed to film, and then
We filmed what, elephants
and
we filmed lions. We saw hyenas as well.
yeah, lots
a
of
beautiful Burroughs owl
Yeah.
as well in the trip.
I mean, you say that really quickly now, but that's all amazing, of course.
yeah. No, that's
Well,
no, definitely everyone should go to Kenya. It's a wonderful country.
yeah.
And so for wildlife, not only as well for the human part is wonderful. And so okay, so basically our job it was done. So it was time to go back. And the idea is that once again we will
But this
go.
was like a few days later, right?
Yeah,
It
yes.
wasn't like the same day.
No,
Uh-huh.
it was a few days, but the idea is that we will return early in the morning, and we knew that we will take roughly 3 hours to go back, and in the end, during the afternoon we had another appointment, so we should be fast. The truth is that, so we said to our guide, okay, let's go. Okay, how long do you think? It will be the same, and before lunch we're gonna be there. Okay, great.
Mhm.
And so, but we along the way we noticed again that he was for shortcuts, and so okay, he's trying. He know that you need to be in our next location fast, so he's going as fast as he can. The thing is that that when we arrived to Mombasa,
Yeah.
to go to our accommodation, we needed to cross a bridge. But the thing is that it was a huge traffic jam to go past the bridge, and we thought, okay, this is complicated. And so we really see with our eyes the meaning about a traffic jam in Mombasa. That it was interesting. Everyone very upset, beeping all the time. It was funny. It was let's call it.
Sounds like chaos. Yeah.
No, not at all. And so basically, and we asked him, but okay, and now, and obviously he wanted to bring us to our accommodation as fast as he could, and he thought he's starting to think in alternatives. But the time was passing, obviously, and because we thought, okay, maybe something, maybe the bridge gonna be free very soon. But the thing is that they starting to talk with each other. He went out and they asked what is going on, and so what happened, Michael?
But then he would like come to like not like a blocked road basically, and then he would chat to someone, and then he would turn around and go a different way.
Yeah.
And he did a little bit off road, and then back onto the road, and then there was a policeman. And he'd say, "Can I go through here?" He said, "No, you can't go through here." Okay, go back the other way. So he's doing all these circles.
It was
and then at one point he stopped and he said, "Okay," turned around to us and said, "Guys, there's a problem.
There's a big problem.
It's going to take a long time to get back to your accommodation."
The thing is that he said, "Gonna take a long time if we stay here in the traffic jam."
Yeah, we wait. But then when we're gonna.
So what happened?
Because something happened on the bridge.
Yeah.
Next to the bridge, they apparently had like a railroad, and and what happened was the train. This is what we were told at the time. The train fell off the bridge into the water.
Yeah.
And
Like it does.
block the motorway as well.
Wow.
So nobody could get into the city.
No,
And
nobody.
so then he turned around to us and said, look, I know another way, but it's going to take a long time. Or we can sit here and wait, and we don't know how long it's going to take until they clear the road, which sounded like
eternity.
like it would take days, basically.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah.
And, okay, let's go the other way.
The thing is that
Let's see.
we are talking that let's go to the other way, but we asked him, but is it safe? Because doesn't matter where you are, if we have the camera equipment, there's always a risk associated. Apart from our friends, it's always a risk. And okay, and he said, no, it's okay, no problem. Okay, so let's go. Why we should not trust? Let's go. And so the guy just started his journey as fast as he could. And at this time we really were in a different part of the city that we didn't see in the way part. And so now we thought, okay, let's go. And he was starting to drive in dirty roads, and through villages. It was kind of, we really see a different part. And suddenly when we arrived to that road that supposedly will give us access to the other side, it was as well a huge traffic jam, because like everyone, it was native there and knew the roads. Everyone
was trying to find the alternative.
Sure. Yeah.
But the thing is that for us, obviously, that in that moment we are thinking, wow, what is this? Because we are not from there. And what is this? This is really a lot of traffic. And so and the guy was going up the hill, up. And suddenly we arrived to the top of the hill. And for our surprise, we were where, Michael?
At the top of the hill, there was a massive landfill.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
In the middle of, the road went through the middle of this landfill. It was absolutely humongous.
Yes.
And so that was, the traffic jam was going through there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we were thinking, okay, this is interesting. And then we got to the top, and of course it smelt so bad. And we got rubbish everywhere. And we stopped at one point. Most of the time we were stopped, but at this point at the top, we then looked outside the window, and you could just see, because it rained a lot in the last weeks in London, actually more than usual. You had these puddles, and you could see the mosquitoes. Puddles, and we were thinking, okay, this doesn't look very safe.
No.
And the guide said to us, he said to us, close the windows. And we said, okay, we need to close the windows, because indeed we and everyone that was there could be sick just without. I don't know. They could, if a mosquito decide. It's what it is.
During the day,
is what it is. Is
don't want to be stung.
And he said to us, just close the windows. Everything is okay. And we said, okay, but what is going on? And he said, we will see it in a bit. And so as soon that he was able to drive a little bit more, we understood that now everyone else was trying to find their way out. And one truck was literally, it was
toppling over.
Yeah.
So basically the ground there was very soft. Lane, and the trucks wanted to also find a route into the city, and the ground was too soft. And an oncoming truck, they had to obviously go into the rubbish, and then obviously they pretty much fell over.
Oh, yeah.
So it was the second one. And so, and the fun is that while we were waiting in this van, we also noticed that a lot of kids were coming, because obviously we had an attraction, and so they wanted to see who is inside the van, just out of curiosity. And we thought, this is funny, because in a way you think, okay, we need also to be as much they just think we are tourists, and so we should not anyway be attractive for anyone, really. Because our idea there, it was to get out of that place, but everyone that was there just wanted to get out of that place. And so actually all these kids revealed themselves very useful, because then they were really, everyone tried to push the cars and to push the trucks just for us to be able. But the thing our driver, it was very, very skilled, and he didn't have too much patience, and he just thought, I don't care, and he just decided to just drive into the landfill, try to find his hardest way, the hardest part.
Yeah.
He just, I don't know.
Oh, if you get stuck there, you are in trouble.
We were using for like going in the wild, trying to look for wildlife, was now being used off-road in a landfill.
In the landfill.
So, but luckily it was strong enough, and he just made his own road. Everyone else was still waiting. He just went around everything.
Wow.
And then managed to get the van through.
Yeah.
At much annoyance of some of the other people in the queue.
Yeah.
He made his own way, didn't he? And
he did.
And finally got past all of this mess, which was literally a mess.
It was literally the mess. But and so obviously the other cars also follow him, and luckily we are out of this mess. And then we understand that we were kind of impressed because the guy, it was a really good one, and then he revealed to us that he was actually a politician. And he passed into this village, and he showed, that is me, because he was running for the last elections, something local.
Yeah.
Everyone knew him.
Wow.
We didn't know that, but it was in a way nice because we were protected, because the guy was really respected and the people knew him. So everyone said, yeah. Okay, nice, this is cool. And then the guy just took us back to our accommodation as fast as he could, but obviously that this trip we starting at 8, we were there just after dinner.
Okay.
Fine. It was long.
We got back about 10 p.m.
Yeah, but it was after dinner. After dinner.
Yeah.
Well, at least you've seen the Mombasa landfill up close. That's
it's obviously
it's
a problem everywhere, these landfills, and there's no difference. The difference is that it's in the middle of the city between people's houses, and you just drive through.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah, that's a different thing, huh?
Yeah, it was in a way. Obviously, it was we had access to this reality, but in a way, it was not shocking. It was like it's what it is. The thing is that is exactly what it is, because even in Europe or anywhere, there is open landfills that that is the only way to go. You go whatever. You need to pass in your car, and this is what it is.
Well, the driver was the hero in that one.
Completely. He was cool guy, cool person.
Yeah, we got home.
Okay, well, I always, as a close place, I always like Morocco, because working in Portugal, you can get across quite easily, and it's an amazing country because it has snowy mountains, deserts, Mediterranean, ocean. It's got pretty much everything, right?
Yeah.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
You've been there as well, I think, filming the super special Barbary macaques.
We did,
yes. We made a full film about Barbary macaques back in 2014, actually, a while ago. And we went there in every season to follow them and film them and tell their life story. So we spent a lot of time in Morocco.
We did.
Definitely.
We did. Very nice.
They live in the Ateles Mountains, right? In the forests there.
Yeah.
And they're the only monkey that exists in North Africa, and they used to exist in Europe as well. A long time ago.
Yeah. Actually, for this production, we in one moment we also found that it was found a little bit of a jaw, Barbary jaw, as a fossil, and they
near Rotterdam.
Actually, and so actually we talk.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
We talk with one of the experts about it.
What is it, about 10,000 years ago, there were Barbary macaques
in Europe,
in this country?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, they are in the Rock of Gibraltar, I think, but for the rest, mainland Europe, no.
Yeah. Here. They were here. Yeah.
But no, we have amazing stories that we had in the forests of Morocco, filming these animals. And there's one particular one that kind of stands out. where it was so we'd already filmed in the snowy winter. We filmed in the spring with the new babies, and we filmed in the hot summer.
Yeah.
And now we were in autumn, so we're coming to the last season to film.
Yeah.
And so autumn is an interesting time.
Yeah, but
because,
let me just said that when we went there we had a little team, but the situation, it was happen just to us, and it's important to say as well that we were always had our biologist that she was kind of guiding us through these animals, because we are talking about animals that the bar macaque, the most part of the people are not familiarized with them on the forest, but they live in the forest, and is really their habitat, and it's where they belong, and so to see them there, it's priceless. It's completely priceless. It was a great experience to see them. They really make sense with that beautiful cedar trees. You can really smell the cedar trees. You see the monkeys. It's unbelievable. It's real for us. We are talking as well. It was.
It's impressive forests as well. I mean, people don't realize how humid and gorgeous the Atlas Mountains are, with completely forested, huge trees and these green mountain tops and everything. Yeah, I really like it there.
Definitely special. Okay, but so
sorry, go on.
No, it's a wonderful place to go. It's a one, and probably now, because recently with all the problems that they have there, everyone should go and help them, and it's important to go there, and it's really important. Okay, but move forward. So basically, we knew how nice these animals could be. We never were close enough. We were never that close to them. We always kept our distance, quite a good distance.
Sure.
But usually they were not aggressive. No aggressive behavior. It was. We should never look at animals into their eyes or anything. Or we should act like. But yeah, it's I don't know. In a way they knew us, but they didn't know us from anywhere. Do you know? Like they accept us.
Yeah.
So basically keep.
No. So this was in autumn, so we'd already filmed a lot of their lives throughout the years, and this was going to be the last season that we needed to cover. But autumn is also an interesting time because it's also the mating season. So that means the tensions are running a little bit higher amongst the barber macaques.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting because we were doing some really nice stuff with like gimbals at the time, and following them. A gimbal is like a stabilized camera platform. We were trying to get some really nice, the groups moving through the forest. Yeah. And we also were recording sound. And sound is also very important when you're making films, because that's almost 50% of the film is the sound. And so we were walking up this hill. It was already quite stormy, wasn't it? It was like the thunder. There was kind of a thunderstorm brewing.
Yeah.
We were filming there, both of us, and also sound. And we got to this one point where we're filming kind of little squabbles going on between the monkeys. You know, like they were tense, and that was good because we wanted to tell the story of their of their mating rituals,
right.
And the little fights that break out between the males because they want to mate with the females and everything. That's all part of the story that we're telling. And then at one point, I think you had the microphone at that point. We were in this one really beautiful forest, and the microphone was quite high. Right?
Yeah, it was. I was making sound, and it's important to say that these animals, they really use the trees.
Yeah,
they were at the trees, and so if they were making a sound above me, I could easily put the microphone, keeping the distance. And the sounds were pretty nice, and it was, and so far no problems at all, no problems.
All right.
They knew that we were there, but they didn't care about us, and we were just making the sound, and so
But then what happened?
Then what happened? So basically, for some reason, our microphone, it was fluffy. But I was just like that, and for some reason, one of them looked at the microphone and he thought that it was maybe another animal. I don't know what he thought.
Sure. Yeah. They look very fluffy, right? Yeah.
And when the animal look at the microphone, they look at us.
They suddenly turned all their face. Well, the one looked at you, right?
They look at me and
turned his face,
and literally, I don't know how, suddenly we were surrounded by monkeys.
All of them turned their heads towards us,
and they just surrounded us
and started coming closer.
Yeah.
Making thinking, get them. And it's like looking at us, and it was almost like a I wouldn't say a horror movie, but it was similar. That suddenly they just all turned their faces
to us.
Coming closer, making noises.
But the thing is that we are talking about monkeys. They are not that big.
No, but they're so strong.
They are, and in this moment they look giant. Giant. I don't know. When we were in this situation, we were. Oh my God! They were just surrounding us. It's like, oh, we're gonna do. I just said to him, don't breathe. And so I really have the feeling that I stopped. My heart just stopped, and we didn't breathe. We were just, I don't know, acting like we were rocks. And slowly moving backwards.
Yeah, we kind of decided, okay, we need to walk backwards out of the situation.
We cannot run. No, if they decided to attack us for the reason of the microphone, they will do it, And we just thought, okay, let's just play safe. Go slowly. We know them. It's okay. We just go slowly. Don't breathe. Slowly, one step at a time. And these monkeys are.
But they were surrounding us behind as well. So
yes, we were really thinking, okay, let's see. But we slowly. But then these monkeys, they are really living a hierarchy. So you have the alpha males, and we have the ones that are below.
Sure.
And so, and pretty much they follow the male, and so and the male, you look at us and thought, nah. They are not interesting, and suddenly divert their attentions, like a way to say, "Hey guys, stop! It's okay," and they just relaxed, and they just
carried on
their life. They just know everything, and they just move on and keep doing their stuff, and we slowly
could leave. Basically the big alpha male,
amazing animal.
For some reason he saw this happening from a distance, and he came running over, and we thought he was obviously also going to get involved in intimidating us, but he made a U-turn at the last moment in front of us and looked at all the other monkeys and told them, like, stop no more.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was
so I don't know whether it was he knew that we were not what the other monkeys were thinking we were, or he thought, okay, it's not worth the energy, because these monkeys are interesting because they, in general, their behavior, they avoid conflict. Unlike because they live in such a habitat which has such scarcity of food, they cannot waste energy so much. So they have interesting behaviors where they even have one thing called infant buffering, which means that they go and grab a baby, take it to another male who is alpha or is also quite high, and they play with it instead. And that lowers their heart rate, and they get less tense, and they don't fight.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like the big male is like trying to make peace all the time. But yeah, they do have some conflicts, of course, in the mating season, but not as much as other packs.
And definitely they work as a team, and that it was wonderful because they were a team. They saw we were a problem. They thought that they were a problem, and they were all together to try to whatever.
Wow. And did that change your feeling towards them after that incident?
No, definitely I respect them even more because.
For sure.
Because these animals are incredible. Because before that we were very lucky to observe them, to see how they do, and after these detention moments, it's like they have all my respect. I really think that these monkeys are wonderful.
Yeah, well, I can imagine. I mean, and being rescued by the big male, kind of. Yeah. Wow. I can only imagine how scary that is to have the whole troop looking at you.
Eyes, just lots of eyes.
It was like of eyes, yeah.
Just turn and look
Just
at you.
eyes and big teeth, big teeth.
Turn your teeth.
Mm.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have an audio clip, which you can actually hear.
Great.
The moment that this happened. Maybe we can just play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play that one. Let's have a. That's awesome. Thanks.
So it gives you some idea.
It's something like that we really can hear it was the rain,
The thunder.
the thunder.
Yeah.
Because it was the storm, it was the monkeys fight in the background, it was us it was the movement, because all these noises, me trying, because the microphone at that point, I was not recording the sound, I was already trying to hide the microphone.
Yeah.
So it was the microphone, and so God.
It sounds very scary. I mean, it sounds like chaos, pretty much. Yeah. Then you hear the fighting in the background. Yeah, that's. Yeah. No, I can. I mean, I've never had an experience like that. I've been surrounded by wild boar once. That was also a bit scary. But this monkeys are way scarier because they're not big, but they're fast and they're strong, and they can take on a human easily, right?
Well, 20 of them easily.
Yeah.
Well, boars maybe. I don't. Maybe it's more dangerous. No.
Well, I survived.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're doing.
Yeah, that was also a tense moment. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would love to see them there in the forest. I mean, you made me a little bit more scared now, but I would still want to see them.
No, but you'll be fine.
It's important to respect them. Do not respect them. Just don't put your foot in the territory that doesn't belong to you. But
keep your distance.
Keep your distance, and but that is with everything. Respect, mainly respect the nature.
Exactly. I agree completely. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that was an amazing story, and yeah, I can imagine that was an impactful moment. Also because monkeys really look at you, right? Like for us humans, this is a communication we can relate to really strongly.
But you should not look at them.
Mm.
You don't know what kind of message you're sending them.
No,
you should look at them in the eyes.
Never.
Unless you speak their language.
No, you should not look at them. No way. I just cross eyes, but that sometimes with the humans is the same.
Oh yeah, no, if you look a human in the stare at you, and you're going to get in trouble just out the front door. You can't do that.
No, exactly. But that's what I mean. We can understand if you're stared at, that could be an aggressive act. Yeah. Awesome. Well, and I also like very much that, you had to come back there in spring and in summer and in autumn and winter just to get those few shots that we all love so much of those monkeys in the cedar forests, which are amazing, by the way. And that just shows how much time goes into recording that, getting the monkeys to accept you and all that. And I think people, it's easy to forget when you watch these fantastic clips. But you've made some nice making ofs to show how difficult it actually is to get there. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing the stories today. The way you guys are working and flying all over the world all the time, I am sure there will be more to come. I hope.
Sure.
Yeah.
So one day, please let me know when you have more stories, and then we can get together again and hear what else adventures you encounter on your way to getting us some fantastic video footage.
Oh yeah.
With pleasure.
It will be a pleasure to share. Yes.
Before we go, if people want to follow you or want to know more about you, where should they go?
Yeah, so we are Ateles Films, and obviously we have our website www.ateles.org. We are as well in the Instagram, Facebook, and as well you can follow our latest news on our website that we try to keep it to update as much as possible. And and if you have any question, or if you want to know, just send us an email or whatever, and we'll try to. Yeah.
I will put all those links with the description of the podcast. For now, Anna and Michael, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.